budde wala mukama okujja mu maaso go lubambe.
Hi lovelies, so as the host of Frontline Woman Conference, I decided to share with you some little bit of my journey to Apostle Mariah. See this girl? She has come from afar. Maybe not your far, but from her far. And I decided to share this from here. My time as an engineer. Yeah, I've been there. I've told you before that I've worked as an auto wiring engineer in some garage. And I gave this my life, this thing my whole life, because it felt like this is where I belong. As from Kenya, and Kenya was almost like hell for me. So when I got to Uganda, I was ready to do anything. And somehow I felt like, yeah, I'm getting there to my front line. But guess what? It is not yet over until God calls it off. Yeah, that's me. Showing up for work, engineer me. And I had to show all the seriousness to show these people that, hey, I'm made for this life. It was fun. It was speaking to the woman in me. But guess what? Sometimes we cried, and we still cry, by the way, but still life has to move on. It kept moving on. The woman in me kept crying, like kept weeping, kept yelling that like this is not where we belong. But I lacked like mastery on how to do this, but rather to just show up and do what was available at that time. And guess what? There was so many thoughtful nights full of thoughts of how I'll make it to my front line, how I'll get to that place where the woman in me will be comfortable, satisfied of who she is. And that is when we took her right to that spare parts. Yeah. I began exploring my journey as a businesswoman, and somehow I felt like now maybe I can have one of the best spare parts warehouse in Uganda. You know, that is how life is, that whenever you get to a certain slot, you feel like this is the end, but it keeps evolving. It keeps evolving from one thing to another. Spare didn't work out as I expected, so I brought in other stuff, those bikes, and some stuff from second stuff from Dubai. And yeah, girls started being inspired by me, and somehow I felt like, yeah, I'm getting that to the peak of my mountain. But guess what? Still, I was playing around with the woman in me. We met so many friends. Life is about meeting and meeting friends. Some are kept, some are not. Some are meant to be kept, some are not meant to be kept. So you need to learn when to let go and when to tag. If it is time to tag, hey, go on and tag. But if it's time to let go, go on and let go, because sometimes we just meet people for a day. Yep, that's me in the sunflower garden, because I kept yearning. This woman kept yearning, like wherever I took her, it wasn't enough. And I began this as an additive to the spare parts. That's me. I always give my whole to wherever I am. And somehow this floral thing kind of worked out. We used to show up in the rain, on shine, and it's me, your winter girl. This was my very first compound design deal. I had to show up as a compound designer. I had so many dreams of girls in me. Sometimes I dreamed to be like Sheila Gashumba. Sometimes I felt like I looked like in Edo. And hey, sometimes I felt like I can be a model. You see that body? I sometimes thought to sell it off, but God said, no, you are this woman. This woman has also taken her own journey to get to where she is now. From that veranda. And I mean, me, I've been in a garage. A veranda was more even exotic for me. Yeah, people joined. We had to show up, and people's lives began to be impacted. So as a woman, you just have to make some juice from the life you've been given. From the veranda, I had to spice the veranda to that. And I want to thank the people that have been there on this journey. To that, the church grew bigger, and I grew much more stronger. Can you see me? No longer the other short skirt, skimpy girl. And this life became more fun. You can see just us girls. Lives have been impacted. We are speaking to TikTokers, not just TikTokers, but to the whole world. Last time I was very shocked that our YouTube lives are now hosting 2.k viewers. Can you imagine the strength of the woman that the devil had buried inside of me? This is why I'm calling out people to join the Frontline Woman Conference move. You need to show up. I know many of us are still exploring on the woman that is inside of us. There's someone in you that is crying day and out for you to hear her out and take her where she belongs. How did I get here? It was only God. So in this conference, we are letting the Spirit of the Lord take lead. He or she is our main host for the day. Look at this woman. I mean, look at how bold she is. Look at how articulate she is. Girl, we have come from a very far. We are sharing lots of experiences that day. Pits that are going to help you not to fall into them. We are going to be presenting our lives from those messes to somewhere we are today. Maybe we are not there to the front line yet, but we believe we are getting there. Some of us need redirection. The Spirit of the Lord is there to give us redirection. Some of us need kickstarting. Some of us have been somewhere and left that zone, so we need some kickstarting knowledge, some kickstarting message from God. Some of us just need networking. We got the knowledge, we got everything, but we lack the right people. This girl is now hosting a conference. Can you see how dazzling this girl is? Can you look at that? Can you look at that? How beautiful she has become, how bold she has become, how powerful she has become. And yeah, I love this new girl. I love this new person that Mariah has become. This was a girl that yearned from my childhood. I kept giving her so many plates and she denied every plate that wasn't hers. I began my journey in this job sector as when I was in my P7. And yeah, I've had experiences, highs and lows. Sometimes we flawed, sometimes we cried, but it all has worked for the good of our lives. So, which is why I'm inviting somebody to come and share life with us, life of their journey, how far they've come, and maybe someone needs your own experience to grow as a mother. Maybe someone needs a kickstart of your message to go back to marriage. Some people have been in marriage and have left marriage because it wasn't working out for their favor. That's what they thought. Some people are in places where they think this is the end. I mean, this is all that I have ever wanted, despite the voices that are speaking inside of their minds, like this is not where we are. How do you know who you are supposed to be? God and God alone can take you there. So I mean, look at this woman. She is bold, she's radical, she's willing to do anything. She's not intimidated. She's no longer compromising. She has understood her journey. You can't confuse her at this level. God has proved to her who she is. And many of us are living in doubt. We're just trying here, trying there, trying to be so and so, trying to be like what your mother was like. I don't know who you're trying to be. But God has called you as a woman to pound you with some womanhood that day. So we are waiting for you on the 23rd of November. It will be a Saturday. Come with a friend. It will be fun. It is just us girls. God bless you.